Today on Monkey Life. With the maintenance crew hard at work, it's all changed for some of the park's Capuchins, with 31 of them on the move.
Good girl, Laura. I'm going to go and move this lot down and then start work on Franco and Jenny again.
The guenons prove less than cooperative when it comes to taking medication.
Look, she's pulling that back out.
And a frustrating puzzle for Gibbon's Kitty and Paul. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet. The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
Anything could happen. You really have to have an open mind.
The park provides a home for more than 260 primates from 24 different species. The forest enclosure at the Capuchin Lodge has fallen victim to the weather. A series of storms struck with such ferocity it caused floods, took down some of the trees, and destabilised part of the fence line. The maintenance team have been working flat out to dismantle, repair, and renovate the enclosure. But unfortunately, one of the wettest winters on record has hampered their progress. The essential repairs have restricted the amount of outside space available at the lodge, which has caused friction for the group of 19 Capuchins living there. Franco's troop is the largest at the park, and although they can use the smaller caged enclosure, it's proving not to be enough. But now the primate care team have come up with a plan they think will ease the problem.
So today we're swapping Erico's and Franco's group again. It's just over a year ago we switched them initially. Obviously Franco's group are going back to the complex. They came up here as Sonny's group. We've had a lot of drama in the group and it's now Franco's group. And then Sonny will be coming back up here with now part of Erico's group who are returning to their old home back at the lodge. Erico's know the lodge very well. They're used to the lodge. They're a smaller, older group, so hopefully they'll cope better with the reduced space that they've got at present, and eventually they'll get their big enclosure back, and there's a lot of tree climbers in that group, so they'll enjoy having their forest closure back in the future.
Since the arrival of 88 Capuchins 16 years ago, all rescued from a Chilean laboratory, the primate care staff have got used to switch-arounds, sometimes moving individuals and, occasionally, entire troops, whatever is required to meet the Capuchins' needs.
They are all trained to sort of come into the crate for a ward. It's usually part of their routine. Obviously, some individuals are more nervous than others. Some, like Franco, should come straight in, but the likes of Lizzie and Dot are sometimes a little bit wary, so we'll just have to see how they all react to it today.
Capuchins are very inquisitive, so there's lots of interest in what's going on, and the regular training, along with Toby's patience, are paying off.
Good girl, Laura.
These monkeys lived in small cages at the laboratory before being rescued. So the primate care staff want to box and move them as quickly as possible to keep stress to a minimum.
We've got a few of the lower-ranking females now, plus we've got Dottie in there somewhere as well, so I'm going to go and move this lot down and then start work on Franco and Jenny again.
The well-designed tunnel system and the use of removable crates enables the team to quickly gather up the Capuchins. They're crated in pairs or small groups, and then whisked down to the Capuchin complex where they're let into a temporary bedroom.
Good boy.
They'll be kept inside until Erico's troop have also been crated and transferred to the lodge. Only then can they be let out into their new house. Fortunately, it doesn't take long for Franco's troop to complete the move.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. So all of Franco's group have moved from the lodge down to the complex now. So they're all milling around. They seem quite happy. They've had some food. So we've now started moving Erico's group from the complex up to the lodge. We've got a few of them already. So yeah, we're getting there slowly.
Erico's troop is a lot smaller, with only 12 members. And once again, the plan goes like clockwork, much to Toby's delight.
They're all in the right place. Franco's group were amazing. All 19 of them actually crated really, really well and moved down to the Capuchin complex. We then had to crate Erico's group to bring them back up here. And again, they were very good. It was just Phoenix was a little bit hesitant. Took a while to go in a crate, but once she got up here and joined the rest of them, they've settled back into the lodge like they've never been away, really.
Erico's troop spent nearly 10 years living at the lodge. They know the building and the setup well, and it seems to suit them. The primate care staff hope the extra space will help reduce the tension in Franco's troop, and the change of environment will keep them busy and occupied. Recently, the park suffered the tragic loss of Nala, the park's youngest red-bellied guenon. It was a devastating blow for the primate care staff, and now they're worried how it'll affect her family. Dad Benny, Mum Nia, and big sister Biff. The post-mortem results revealed Nala had a bacterial infection, affecting the digestive tract. The condition, called Yersinia, can be transmitted by wild birds and then spread from one animal to another. The rest of the guenon family need a course of antibiotics to ensure they stay fit and healthy.
We're just treating the guenons as precaution, just in case. So it's really important they take these medications just so we can rule it out.
But persuading the 3 guenons to take the antibiotics could prove difficult. They don't stay still for long.
Hello. You gonna be a good girl? Biffs? Biffster, what's this?
Unlike many of the primates at the park, the guenons aren't always willing to accept things by hand.
She's just dropped it.
Mum and Dad were stolen from the wild, and the family don't interact often with the staff.
Nia wants some.
Elle is disguising the tablets in high-value food treats.
I'm gonna soak it in orange juice. Oh, come on then, Nia.
But the guenons are on to Elle's attempted deception. She's going to have to up the value of the reward. And when Nia does take one in a piece of malt loaf, she stores it in a cheek pouch.
Look, she's pulling that back out.
In the wild, guenons store food in their cheek pouches to collect as much as possible before others in the group take it. And this family is no different.
They've become a lot more wary of us. It doesn't help that also they've got these huge cheek pouches, so if there's anything we do find that they like food item-wise, they just tend to cheek pouch it, and then an hour later they pull it back out. So it's making it extremely difficult for some medications that we really need to get into them.
Dad Benny is less reluctant, demonstrating to the rest of the family how it's done.
Oh, Benny's a good boy, because he's had all of his. New guenons. How about a bit of lemon curd? They can have anything if they take this medication.
Young Biff obliges, tucking into the lemon curd concealing the crushed-up tablet.
Oh, good girl. Just have to be very patient. Wow, well done, Biffster.
Mum Nia is still having none of it.
Surely that's nice.
But the team have an alternative at the ready.
Yeah, the guenons aren't great. We're taking the tablets.
Okay, I'll go get that for you now.
The antibiotic also comes in liquid form, which Elle can disguise in juice. It's looking promising.
Oh, yummy!
That's it.
Oh,
nice.
Mum Nia still isn't entirely convinced.
We've just got to take what we've got. So Biffy's had around 80%. Benny's brilliant, he's had 100%. Nia's had around 50%. Ideally, we want 100%, but if we just keep carrying on bothering her, she might never come back again for the lunchtime dose or the afternoon dose, so I'm admitting defeat.
The team decide to leave the 3 guenons in peace for now. It's important they all take the medication, so the staff will try again later in the day. Halfway across the globe in southeast Vietnam lies Monkey World's sister sanctuary Dau Tien. It's an island reserve on the Dong Nai River, within Cat Tien National Park. The 65-hectare site was set up 16 years ago with the aim of rescuing, rehabilitating and ultimately releasing back into the wild some of Vietnam's most endangered species, including pygmy lorises, golden-cheeked gibbons and black-shanked duke monkeys. A few days ago, the number in residence increased by 2, with the arrival of a pair of 4 to 5-month-old silvered langurs. Animal manager Ms. Fong travelled 120 miles to Ho Chi Minh City to collect them, after they were discovered being kept in a small cage by a street seller and confiscated by police. Despite being dehydrated and traumatised, the pair, female Danny, who has started her dark colour change, and male Diep, the younger of the 2, survived the night, thanks to the care of the Dau Tien staff.
The first couple of days are critical. Generally, the primates turn up and they're actually in shock because they're fed the wrong diet, they've been snatched from their parents and they're sat in small cages on the streets, noise, pollution, people everywhere, very stressful conditions, and the body goes into shock.
The 2 silvered langurs, whose mothers were probably killed for bushmeat, are being bottle-fed with an infant milk formula. Staff at the centre are providing the pair with 24-hour care, and they have each other for company in their temporary accommodation. Their arrival highlights the need for the brand new facility currently being erected on the island to cater for the ever-increasing numbers being rescued. Lee is there to oversee its completion. Until it's ready, many of the primates already going through rehabilitation are living in the larger outdoor caged areas. Danny and Diep are taken to meet some of them, in the hope they can become instrumental in supporting the 2 youngsters.
Generally what we'll do, as we have done, we'll bring them over to the species we already have here so they get that interaction straight away. It's part of their rehabilitation, it's part of their transition, and it's to make sure that they don't get imprinted by humans. They're a primate, they need to be seen and interact with their own species. You know, we can do everything possible for them, but if we do it and we do it all, they'll never be releasable. They'll just like people too much. They have to become a primate.
It's a short visit. The team don't want to cause the infants undue stress, but are planning longer meetings as their confidence grows. But overnight, tragedy strikes. Female Danny, the weaker of the 2, goes into shock and dies.
When she got here, she was very malnutritioned. She was really skinny. Although she looked okay, it was inevitable that over the 2 or 3 days, she lost condition. We spoke to our international zoo vets back in the UK, and we did everything possible for her. But unfortunately, it was too late.
It's also a close call for Dieppe.
We nearly lost him, but thankfully, with our vets, we pulled him back. He's now started to gain weight. He's now spending more time with our other silvered langurs, which is vital to his rehabilitation. But we've got to keep our fingers crossed. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got a long way to go to get this little boy where he should be.
The circumstances surrounding Danny and Dieppe's arrival are all too familiar. Just last year, Qui, a 7-month-old black-shanked Duke monkey, arrived at the centre, a timid and shy youngster in need of serious help. However, fast forward 12 months and his rehabilitation is almost complete. He's now living with other partially rehabilitated Dukes, including Anna and Vu, who suffered the same horrific start in life, being stolen from their families.
It's testament to the team and how the team work and how dedicated the team are, because he is now in the semi-free enclosure at the top of the north of the island in our 400-metre fence line with Anna and Vu, who have also been amazing in the tree. It's what we're all about. It's giving something back they've had taken away. The end result is what we have here today. So fingers crossed they continue to do well, and then hopefully when the time comes we can release actually onto Dautien with the family of 11 Dukes that we already have here.
Lee is hoping Dieppe's future will follow the same path as Qui's.
You want a bit of breakfast? There you go.
With the infant getting stronger day by day, his future is starting to look a lot more positive. Back in the UK at the park's Gibbon complex, primate care staff member Sarah is giving Paul, an agile gibbon, and his companion Kitty, the park's only La gibbon, breakfast with a challenge.
We've got some dried raisins, apricots, figs, and some cashew nuts, something that they don't have very often, so this will be a really, really nice treat for them. We're putting them in these suspended feeders, and these things are really great because they're suspended on this rope off the ground, which is where gibbons live. They are movable so that the gibbons can maneuver them like that, so all the treats should sort of fall out of the holes. I'll pop a little bit of peanut butter around the holes just to an extra enticement, and hopefully it's going to keep them occupied for hours.
Gibbons aren't known for their problem-solving skills, so getting the balance right is essential. Too hard and the pair may boycott the puzzle altogether. Too easy and it could all be over in a flash. The slide to the outdoor area is opened and Kitty dashes through. She immediately spots the tube feeders and heads across to investigate. Attaching the feeders to ropes makes accessing them a little tricky. But gibbons have great balance and are experts at hanging from the most insubstantial support. After considering the problem for a moment, Kitty looks for something a little less complicated. Paul shows more determination. Gibbons have highly agile feet, and he uses one to steady the feeders while rotating them. It doesn't work. So, still hanging on with one long arm, he gives the feeders a shake. Despite being different species, this pair get on well together.
Paul and Kitty, they are our odd couple in the park. So in the wild, gibbons would pair up in a male-female pair, and at the park we try and copy that by pairing up our gibbons. So we don't actually have another La gibbon or another agile gibbon, so tried Paul and Kitty together and they seem to work fine. They aren't actually a mated pair as such. They're more brother and sister kind of relationship. They sort of occupy the same space. They might have a little play every so often, but generally Paul will be an outside boy. He likes to go and have a sing-song and watch the public and display and check out the orangutans across the way. Kitty, on the other hand, she's very much an inside lady. She is quite people-focused, so she does tend to spend a lot of the time in the house, especially when the keepers are in there cleaning. She likes to keep an eye on us. She is quite judgmental, so she has her favourite people and she has people that she doesn't like, and she'll let you know which category you fall into.
Gibbons, like humans, are apes. But unlike chimpanzees, gorillas and orangutans, which are known as great apes, gibbons are smaller in stature and described as lesser apes. There are 20 different species of gibbon recognised in the wild. They're arboreal primates, living high up in the tree canopy and rarely coming to the ground.
They have long, slender fingers and a small thumb so that they can hook onto branches. Their longer arms and then their short, powerful legs propel them into this swinging motions called brachiation. They can move up to speeds of 34 miles per hour, which is the equivalent of a galloping racehorse. So they are actually the fastest ape on the planet.
The gibbons at the park are encouraged to display this natural behaviour, with plenty of trees and ropes to brachiate between. Paul finally works out how to access the tube feeders, using his strong teeth to remove the lid. He rummages through the straw-filled tube to find the hidden nuts and seeds. Gibbons may not be the best problem solvers, but today's challenge was pitched just right for Paul and Kitty, and they used their long fingers to reach the food treats inside. They've also had a good workout, using their brains and strength to earn their breakfast. Next time on Monkey Life. Stump-tailed macaque Toto has a vet check after primate care staff see signs of stress in his behaviour, and it looks like a dental problem could be the cause.
So I think that one and that one have got to come out.
And breakfast is all boxed up, but the clever Capuchin swings straight into action.